Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to learn a first problem in the machine design. A stress element is loaded as shown in a figure. Determine the following condition is given here. First thing is one masses stress, second one is maximum shear stress we need to find, third one we need to find out the octahedral shear stress, and fourth one we need to find out the octahedral normal stress. Because figure is given already here, let us see. 150 megapascal is acting toward x direction. Is it right? How is it the nature? Nature is a tensile nature here. So we can say as sigma 1 equal to sigma x equal to 150 megapascal. What about this one? Sigma 2 also acting in downward direction. Is it right? So what is the nature is there? It's a nature is tensile in nature. Okay dear, so we can represent here sigma 2 is equal to sigma y equal to 150 megapascal. Come to this point here, 100 megapascal the acting downward direction, but how is it this arrow? The arrow is indicate that it is a compressive in nature. How is it the nature? Compressive nature. So if it is compressive, means we have to represent as minus 100 megapascal. So here we have to represent sigma 3 equal to sigma z equal to minus 100 megapascal. Okay, so sigma 1 tensile in nature, so we have to consider as plus 150 megapascal. Again sigma 2 again tensile in nature, we have to represent as plus 150 megapascal. And third one sigma 3 is compressive in nature, we have to represent as minus 100 megapascal. Okay dear, any confusion up to here? No. Then first of all we need to write down in the given data. Sigma 1 equal to sigma x equal to 150 megapascal. How is it the nature? Tensile in nature. Okay, what about the sigma 2? Sigma 2 equal to sigma y equal to 150 megapascal. The nature is again tensile in nature. What about the sigma 3? Sigma 3 equal to sigma z equal to minus 100 megapascal. Why minus dear? It is in compressive nature. Okay. The first thing is we need to find out the von Mises stress. We need to find out. Okay dear, the formula is sigma Vm. The Vm is indicate that von Mises stress equal to under root of J1 whole square minus 3J2. Because we don't know the value of J1, we don't know the value of J2, we need to find out the value of J1 as well as J2. J1 is indicate that the linear stress invariant, J2 is indicate that quadratic stress invariant. So we have to learn first thing is linear stress invariant J1 equal to sigma x plus sigma y plus sigma z. Okay, J1 equal to sigma x value is how much is that here? 150 megapascal plus sigma y value is again 150 megapascal plus sigma z value is minus 100 megapascal. Okay dear, then you need to add 150 plus 150, the value is 300 minus of 100 equal to 200 megapascal. So what is the value of J1? J1 value is 200 megapascal. Again, what we need to find? We need to find out the quadratic stress invariant. We need to find out. Okay. Quadratic stress invariant we need to find out. Then how to find? Let us see. J2 equal to, always remember here, sigma x sigma y plus sigma y sigma z plus sigma x sigma z. Okay, sigma z. Here what we have to write? Let us see. You have to write in the modulus sigma x sigma y sigma z sigma x sigma z. Then we have to represent here tau shear stress, they acting toward x and y. First you have to represent x, after that y. Okay, in the below line first we have to write y, they move toward x, the shear stress acting toward y and x. What about here? The shear stress they acting toward y and z. Here shear stress acting toward z and y. What about here? The shear stress they acting toward x and z. The shear stress is acting toward z and x. Okay dear, any confusion up to here? No confusion. Okay, then sigma x value how much? We have the value, sigma x value is 150 megapascal. Tau xy, any stress is acting on this component like this, any stress is acting like tau xy, like tau xz, any stress is acting, no shear stress is acting. If it is no shear stress acting means we have to consider as 0. So it is considered as 0, here also 0. What about the sigma y? Sigma y value is again 150 plus sigma y value is 150, sigma z value is minus 100, shear stress value is 0, 0. Okay dear, come to the point here, plus. Okay, sigma x value is 150, sigma z value is minus 100, tau xy value is 0 and 0. Any confusion up to here? No confusion. Again you need to multiply this term. Okay, the J2 equal to 150 into 150, 150 into 150 minus 0 into 0, 0 plus, again you have to multiply 150 into minus 100, minus 150 into 100 minus 0 plus 150 into minus 100, 150 into minus 100, okay, 0 into 0, 0. Okay dear, then if you calculate this value, then you will get the answer is J2 value is J2 equal to, so I am getting the answer is minus 7500 megapascal whole square. I am getting the value of J2. So if you got the answer of J1 and J2, you need to substitute the value in the von Mises stress. You have to substitute sigma Vm is indicate that von Mises stress is equal to under root of J1 whole square minus of 3j2. Okay dear, j1 value is how much is that here? j1 value we got 200. Okay, 200 whole square minus 3, j2 value is minus 7500 value. Then you need to calculate the value with the help of calci. Then you will get the answer is 250 megapascal. That is the value of von Mises stress. Okay, so take the snapshot here. Again, next step we are going to learn regarding the maximum shear stress. Okay, going to learn regarding the maximum shear stress. We have to learn the second B, maximum shear stress. Then how to find out the maximum shear stress? Let us see. Tau max equal to sigma x minus sigma y. Let us see over here how to remember this formula. Sigma x, sigma y and sigma z. Sigma x minus sigma y by 2. Sigma x minus sigma y by 2, or sigma y minus sigma z by 2. Sigma y minus sigma z by 2, or sigma x minus sigma z by 2. Sigma x minus sigma z by 2. Okay, let us see. Sigma x value, how much is that here? 150. Sigma y value is again 150 by 2, or sigma y value is 150, sigma z value is 100, okay, by 2, or sigma x value is 150, sigma z value is minus 100 by 2. Okay dear, if you divide 150 minus of 150 should be how much? 0. 0 by 2. Or here 150 plus 100 is 250 by 2. Or here again 150 minus into minus should be plus. 150 plus 100 should be 250 by 2. Then 0 by number should be how much? 0. Modulus 250 by 2 should be how much? 125, or 250 by 2 again 125. So we have to select the maximum shear stress. The maximum shear stress is induced in the two cases. Is the first case is sigma y minus of sigma z by 2, then you are getting the same value of 125. Again, if you are going for the sigma x minus of sigma z by 2, again you are getting the 125. Out of 3 we have to select any one maximum stress, but here in this case 2 is maximum. Okay, now here the maximum shear stress is 125 megapascal. We got it. Again, third condition is we need to find out the octahedral shear stress. We need to find out. Okay. C point, octahedral shear stress. So octahedral shear stress, if you want to find out, tau octahedral equal to 1 by 3. Then how to remember? The same format we need to follow. X, Y and Z. Okay dear, then you have to remember in such a way that sigma x minus sigma y, sigma x, sigma y, sigma z. Sigma x minus of sigma y whole square plus sigma y minus of sigma z whole square plus sigma x minus of sigma z whole square power of bracket power of 1/3. That is the value of octahedral shear stress. 1/3 as it is. Sigma x value is 150 minus sigma y value is again 150 whole square plus sigma y value is 150, sigma z value is minus 100 whole square plus sigma x value is 150, sigma z value is minus 100 whole square power of 1/3. Then 1/3, 150 should be how much? 150 minus of 150, 0 whole square. It should be how much? 150 plus 100 should be 250 whole square plus 250 whole square power of 1/3. If you calculate by the calci, then you will get the answer is 117.85 megapascal. That is the value of octahedral shear stress. Again we need to find out the D point is octahedral normal stress. We need to find out. Okay dear, if you want to find out octahedral normal stress, octahedral normal stress, okay, then how to find out here? Let us see. Octahedral normal stress is equal to, we need to divide by J1/3. So J1 value, how much we got it here? We got the value of 200/3. If you divide, then you will get the answer is 66.67 megapascal. Okay, if you have any doubt regarding this one, please mention in the comment box. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel.